ask you about the exit polls that we saw. I mean, obviously, Californians overwhelmingly voted for Barack Obama, and yet they voted for this ban on same-sex marriage. How do you square that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, a remarkable day. The first African-American president in our history. I never thought I'd see it in my lifetime. What an exhilarating moment. Democrats, Republicans, I think we all have to share that in common. Righting some of the wrongs of the past. Tremendous progress on civil rights in the most significant of terms. Then, in contrast to that, California, a bellwether state, a state that's always been on the leading and cutting edge of new ideas, was the first state to overturn the ban on interracial marriage back in the 1940s, well before the U.S. Supreme Court did in the late 1960s. And we became the first state in U.S. history to use our Constitution to take rights away from people. It's, from my perspective, inexplicable, except to say this. Some people, good people, just don't appreciate the idea that marriage should be an institution that is provided people of same sex. They believe that separate somehow is good enough or equivalent enough civil unions.
Mayor, I'm struck, though, by the numbers, again, that Barack Obama won in your state, and yet his supporters supported this ban. There was heavy African-American turnout in California. 70% of blacks voted for the ban on gay marriage. Hispanics and Latino voters also voting to ban gay marriage.
Yeah, it's devastating. I mean, rights have been taken away. We've never done this. Imagine if there was an initiative, Prop 9, on the ballot that said we're going to do away with interracial marriage because the majority doesn't approve it. Again, it was legal in the state of California to get married regardless of your race or gender, ethnicity, and sexual orientation. We took those rights away. We had to do it by changing a constitution that's been amended 17 times since the Bill of Rights to expand rights. We denied them. And it is disheartening for members of the African-American community, the Latina community, to have participated to the extent they did in that. It's very disheartening. I can't reconcile it. I can't criticize those of faith that have a strong opinion on this. I certainly appreciate that, but these were state marriages, not religious marriages. The state doesn't have a right to put its point of view in terms of a religious context on laws. Laws are made in ways that are creating rights that are equivalent for everybody, yet in California we decided to take those rights away. Tough.
And finally, Mayor, what happens to those couples who have been married since May?
Now the proponents are gleeful that they won. They stripped rights away. Now they're talking about filing a lawsuit to then take all those marriage licenses and invalidate them. Again, it's a parallel universe. Progress made on civil rights. Barack Obama now taking rights away in California. So we're going to have to fight that. I'm confident, based on all the legal scholars and constitutional lawyers and the like, they don't believe they will be able to succeed in retroactively taking rights away. But you're going to have those that were married before midnight on election night that legally were granted certain rights. And then you've got everybody else that is in a separate track. Separate now in this country somehow is equal. Brown versus Board of Education, it was great on the basis of race and ethnicity, but not on sexual orientation. Guys, with respect, my Democratic friends, separate is not equal. Please spare me the speeches at the Jefferson-Jackson dinners about equality if you're not willing to give equal rights to everybody. Civil unions are not marriages. Not one politician in America that's married has gotten rid of their marriage license for a civil union for a reason.
Mayor Gavin Newsom of San Francisco, we're going to continue to follow this issue because there's a lot that's still got to be worked out, as you just pointed to, Mayor. Thanks so much. We appreciate it.